So, are you guys ready for another movie review? The movie for today is Adire. Beautiful movie. One word, beautiful. So, a prostitute became a community warrior, and it's not about the storyline for me, but it's in the dialogue, it's in the actual script of the movie, it's in the way that every actor was made to express their character. There are some movies that you just watch and you know that it's like, these actors are improvising and they're just like, talking like they would every day. However, this movie for me was a different tone of voice because they used the writer, used certain words that on a normal day, I'm like, okay, I wouldn't hear that normally in a movie. Use one word, Dirge. I do not know how to pronounce it, however, I will look it up. But it was very interesting in the way that everything was masterfully and carefully written. So, what's the storyline, you ask? I shall tell you. A prostitute ran away from her pimp, Yomi Black. How can Yomi Black be a pimp? But God, was he good. And the prostitute was a Kehindebankole. I think she's one of the most underrated actresses in Nollywood. Honestly speaking, I just feel that she needs to be given her flowers, like very huge bouquet of it. But she was so good in the movie, and she brought out the character in such a way that you would feel like she had lived this life before. Kudos to her. So anyway, a prostitute leaves her pimp, and of course she stole money from him because hey, why not? And she moves to another town and of course she moves to another town and she has become a beacon of light and strength to the women of the community who were so oppressed by the pastor's wife. As in, seriously guys, like, why would you want to oppress people and make them so submissive to you and have a problem with someone that is trying to better the community? Anyway, that's what this pastor's wife was all about. Why should you do that to women? She liberated the women, of course. And guess how? With braziers. Adire braziers, God, they were so gorgeous. So she was able to kind of draw the women in the community to herself, and really not to herself, but she empowered them in the way that prior to her coming to that town, they were not able to express themselves because they were under the bondage of religion. Sounds familiar. But her coming into the town brought about a change in the approach of women to how they live their family lives, their relationship with their husbands, and even with themselves as people. And there were certain aspects of this movie that was so touching, in a sense that we need to build community, guys. You do not know people's stories and why they're doing certain things they're doing, and we're so quick to judge other people, and that itself is a sin. We are so quick to look at people and say, and stick up our noses, forgetting that we also have our sins, and he who has no sins should cast the first stone. Nobody would be able to stand. And at the end of the day, we were able to see how fanaticism almost destroyed someone's life because he decided that his God was a consuming fire and went to go and burn down house. Idiot. But overall, I recommend this movie. I think you should watch it. I would give it a strong 7.5, almost 8/10, and it's showing on Netflix. So do watch it and let me know what you think. Have a beautiful rest of the day.